So then you start thinking about, was 9/11 an event that was either, was it, as Jose Arguelles would put it, was it an inevitable event? Sorry,
Yeah.
inevitable event. Was it designed by the universe for it to happen as it did?
Yeah.
You look into it further, and World Trade Center commenced building in 1966 and finished building it in 1977. So it took 11 years to create as well.
Yeah.
So you can move on from that, forget all that for the time being, and then you can get to September the 11th in history. And on September the 11th, 1990, at 9:09 p.m., that's 11 years prior to 9/11, George Bush Sr. made his very first speech entitled "Towards a New World Order" in the UN, at the UN. So this was 11 years prior. And then if you take that back 60 years, so you go back to September the 11th, 1941, you'll realise that 60 years to 9/11, that was when the soil was broken for the Pentagon.
Pentagon, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so you've got this date, September the 11th, again running through this kind of, the nasty war machine of America, if you want to call it that.
Exactly.
And so then basically there's something that happened much further back in time than that, and there's a book written in 1981, and it was called The Birth of Christ Recalculated, and it was written by a guy called Ernest L. Martin, and he claims to have calculated the exact date of Jesus Christ's birthday based on celestial charts for that era.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations of peace. Taking a teleological approach, I had the honor of celebrating the Emperor's 119th birthday on the beach with 2 females. We spent the night on the beach. I gave a discourse about the importance of the divine feminine and the 1111 vortex energy, the goddess energy, etc., not realizing totally the divine essence or meaning of these 2 females in relation to the unfoldment of revelation I was having concerning Halie Selassie and 111111. From about 7 p.m. till midnight, we talked about the Emperor, Nibiru, 2012, pole shift, the whole spectrum of this topic, etc. Then we all went to our respective tents for a night's rest. Upon my awakening, I greeted one sister who was rising at the same time. I had spotted a strange anomaly before sunrise, which I pointed out to her. It was a blue beam, which was projected outwards into the heavens. One could tell it came from behind the sun because the sun had not rose from the horizon yet. What came to my mind was Project Blue Beam, also the events down at Antarctica. This was the morning of 24th. Realizing I was getting a message from Nibiru letting me know it was there. After I studied the film I had taken of the 2 beautiful sisters in the dawn, I realized they were symbols of 1111, as each body represented the symbol of number 1. 2 of them together spelled out the number 11. Then I saw their shadows in the dawn, confirming 1111, which you will see on the film, also the Antarctica event, along with other facts, which was a confirmation of my theory of Halie Selassie and 111111. This films bring out this occult information presented from the Rastafari movement via your brother Ital Ayman I. We 3 knew there was a great significance in our night together on American Beach. You are now in tune, on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster.
Following that, I started getting these weird occurrences with the number 1111. I don't know if do you know, have you looked into much with the 1111 yourself? Do you know about it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, to set the groundwork for where I'm coming from, obviously I've got a few facts here that I'd just like to say, because obviously it's the basis for a lot of my work.
Yeah, sure.
And obviously this number, this 1111 is it seems to work itself into a lot of things. I mean, predominantly the first thing is the universe itself, and obviously on the 11th of August 1999 at 11:11 a.m. there was a total solar eclipse that was observed through Europe. And if you move that further on on the end date, December 21st, 2012, the end date of the main calendar, the winter solstice, which is when the calendar ends, is at 11:11 a.m.
So I've heard,
So obviously,
yeah.
so we've got this effect where the universe is ringing these numbers at us, you know, in accordance to consciousness and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you look at it in an astrological sense, with the, you know, the precession of the equinoxes and the 26,000-year cycle of the Earth wobbling through the 12 signs of the zodiac, we're said to be moving into the new age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the 11th astrological sign. And so, getting further into it, you look at the numbers of 2112, 2012, and you add all those numbers up, and you get an 11. And then you look into the sun, for instance, and the sunspot cycles are 11 years, and basically everything that you can just keep finding these 11s out of things, and you could argue that, are you looking for them? But
Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, Donnie Gilson here on 7/15/2011 at about 5:47 in the AM. I am taking a look at Nibiru Station 111 in Antarctica. Want to make sure that we are on the same page here. The video that I posted yesterday, some people say that they have seen that video before. Make sure that you're taking a look at this timestamps here, okay? 2011 07:15 GMT. 02:240 in the morning. Now I'm going to step through this video here. Now we are on 7:15, and now I'm going to show you something incredible. Watch this area right here. This is very, very key. What the heck is that, guys? That looks like a large planet Look at that, guys. Now, if we remember, the sun rises up this way, and now we remember we're in the South Pole here, and remember that Nibiru is only able to be seen in the southern hemisphere, coming through the constellation Crux. Now look at this, guys. That does not look like a sun to me. That looks like a large planet going over the terrain there. That is not a sun glare. That is something huge shadowing over. Look at that, guys. That's this morning. What is it? What is that, guys?